Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house. Oh yeah. Let's get some noise in this house.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Let me quickly check if everything's working as intended now. We're having a few bugs on the Restream software this morning. Yeah, looks like we're good. All right, perfect. All right. Let me open this here. Cool. That should be all. Take that off. Cool. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had an amazing weekend. Oof. And let's see what we got for this Monday morning here. New week. Yeah, hello to you too, Car. We are back to regular timing. So we had a week where our time windows were unaligned. So you had the US was still in summer time while the EU was already in winter time for a week. So we had a bit of a weird week last week with the times being off. But we're back to normal. Luckily. Now I just gotta make sure my daily profiler is working. Because it's not. There we go. Perfect. Good morning, Sebastian and Cheetag. Good morning. All right, let's do some statistics here. Let's see what we have. DAX going up. So let's take a look at DAX. That has an instant daily high, but looks like we're going to be taking that with force the way we're going. And then for ES, we have currently a high made right here at 302. Go mark that up. And then we have or did I say high? I mean low. And we have a high at 820. Long false. So I'm pretty sure that this is a very instant high. Go have a look on the profiler. So we have long false. Yeah, pretty normal high of day. But we're going to be using New York 2. So for those that use the daily profiler, this is going to be the daily profiler version 2. And for that, in London, we can actually use New York 2 from the previous day. So if you wait 1 second, it will say shortfalls none for New York 2. I can fill that in. So we had a shortfalls for New York 2, none. And a long falls, none for Asia. And then that's going to give us way more detailed statistics already. So we have, go to high of day, low of day. It's showing from the previous day. So it's saying high of day to be expected at, yeah. 11 o'clock the previous day. So basically this is starting at 11 o'clock. We almost got it. We have our high at 1537. A decent probability. Probabilities are kind of scattered right now. And then for low of day, we are expecting between 12:30, pretty much 2. We have that here. And then for the current day, we have that high there being pretty instat and this low. So we have some playroom. Basically, so far we're bearish. We have an instant high there. We could be seeing ourselves trade lower in towards these lows and potentially even lower below the previous week value area low and trade towards that previous day low if we really want to. Remember, it's Monday, so we could be setting a weekly wick. So what you could see happening is we drop below, and then later during New York, we start trading back up. So far, we're trading down at the moment after a quick push up. And then if we go look at session high and low, right now we're expecting a high or low to be made at 1 o'clock. Do we have a 1 o'clock high or low? Yep, right there. I kind of want to have something else in these dots to mark this, but there we go. And then it's kind of all over the place currently because we haven't really had a breakout of the London range yet. So we're going to remain patient. Let's take a look at the OU retracement probabilities. We have Asian OU up there. We've broken above London OU. First sign that we might be going bullish. We go to the daily profiler and we take a look. Asia broken. So we have a 90% chance of breaking the Asian OU currently. So that is very high. So we're going to keep that in mind. Can I put a comment there? Oh, that's not what I wanted. It was call out, I think. Oh, yeah. 90% retrace probability. There we go. On the Asian OU. So I'm using Daily Profiler V2 here. It's still in beta. But it's basically starting earlier. So instead of 2:30 to 3:30 for your London ranges, it's starting at, I believe, 1 to 2 p.m. a.m. already. Now, let's see if I can put the indicator on it. You can also use the regular one. No, okay, we'll use the regular one. That's fine. But basically, if we can combine the two as well. That makes it even more fun. You can be so detailed now with the V2. So that first range from 1 to 2 is here. So we are short there. So we go fill that in. London short. We get even more detail. So Asian OU retracement is 86%. Okay, we'll put it at 86 because we're using V2. The highest probable time window where we do so is between 1 and 4 a.m. So we still have like an hour where we're expecting to take that. If we go look at high of day, low of day, still the same. Then we look at session-based highs and lows, one of my favorite things in the new indicator. Or indicator in the new profiler. Yeah, we can see a 1 a.m. high, that's what we have. And we're expecting a... Ooh, this could be interesting. So 2 to 210, 230 to 240, 3 to 310 are all very high probability lows. We have the 3 to 310, which is the highest probability low. So that is a good low for the session. And yeah, we can totally expect this to go short falls and take out this range. I'm going to leave that range here. And so we're expecting basically to take the Asian OU and London range high, 1 to 2 range. Now, am I blindly taking a buy? No. I want to see my volume levels play with this. So we can currently see we have two between that key level that we want to retrace to. So I'm just going to remain patient. I'm just going to wait and see. Let's see, missed some questions. What does OU stand for? So the OU is basically a session range midline. So right here, you can see this London range building, 230 to 330. That OU is the midpoint. And that is basically a key level that holds probabilities that we look for to be retraced or respected. There's many different ways you can look at it, but you guys are saying V2 hit money. Was there a trade? Yes, there was. I totally missed this, as I was fighting all morning with the restream. But yeah, so for those in the pack, Arnie, TP, I missed this. This is our cash flow strategy. Sometimes it's cash flowing, sometimes it's losing. But good start to November on this one. Super clean, no drawdown trade almost. I had a bit of a fight this morning with restream, so I wasn't paying attention just now. Let me turn my phone on and check for the stream how that is working right now. I like to have the stream running on my phone so I can so I can check if anything happens easily, because I only have two screens, so I can't do everything at the same time. Normally I can if I stream in Discord, but now with YouTube at the side, that becomes a little harder. There we go. Yep, see you guys. Happy in the London chat. Nice. Yeah, great trade, guys. Asia break TP, what a good day. Oh, Kawa's happy. What a start to the month. We have a happy Kawa. So yeah, to do a little recap real quick, because I know for some people this might be confusing. And even for London pack traders, right? I know you guys have the videos and you have me every day live. But I basically, and I'm just put this as a reminder, I basically trade statistics and then I use volume in a lot of different ways, but at the end it's all the same thing, volume, to help decide when I want to get long or short towards a certain statistic. But my trade ideas are built around statistics, right? Low, highs, retracements, high probability windows for doing a certain move, distribution. I don't go too far into it, but I do use all that stuff for my trades. Is the V2 available for free? I have shared stuff about it on my Twitter, but you do need a pack indicator for it, so it's not free, sadly. It uses these wolves that you see here, this momentum indicator. the whole month can be like this. Well, it can. Who says we don't go on a 30 win streak? So we're kind of struggling here at the moment on ES. We're right above the London OU. Doing a bit of a chop now. Nothing too crazy. Just gonna be waiting here. Now someone might be able to spot, so for pack members, someone might be able to spot a new thing on my chart. I told myself to go to sleep last night, but I couldn't because I was having fun with it in backtesting. I don't know if Hurt Sober is here, but if you're here, let's just say I wasn't going to bed after our call. Is daily profile available for member now? V2 not yet. So V2 is still being tested. So I'm one of the testers. You do have a new updated profiler since a few weeks, but V2 not yet. I'm not sure when that comes. I'm not the dev, but it's going to be out for all pack members, I believe. Especially London traders will have a lot of benefit from it, and Asia as well. People that trade Asia, because you'll be able to use the previous day New York sessions to build your Asia statistics. So right, if you're trading Asia, you're at the beginning, instead of jumping into a blind hole, you'll be able to use the previous day's New York session. Now on a Monday, I'd say it's kind of risky. We know how gap up Mondays and gap down Mondays are, but to give you a bit of an example on what the new profiler will do, if let's say we started trading Asia on Friday, well, that's Thursday still. If we're going to be completely fair, but you can see right here, if the indicator is why is it not working? Because it's still building the Asian range. Okay, that's why. So, right, if we go to the previous day, for example, you get to see New York 1 short. So you get a double short true, but we can then fill that in. So I'm going to just do it real quick. So short. Oh, wait, this should be New York 1 start. And there we go. Now we're getting an error. We'll do the regular New York 1 start because I don't want to break the... Okay, that one isn't. Okay, so this one doesn't have an error. So we got short true, short true. So then you can fill that in. Short true. Boom. And now you have statistics for Asia already. So now we can go into Asia on the next day, and we'll be able to see, all right, let's go to Asia. So we're expecting a 18 to 1810 low or high. And then I'm now at the session highs and lows. Then if we go to the daily profiler itself, we can see, okay, we can go false in these times, broken in these times. We can look at our price cloud. So we're expecting, let's play the first 10 minutes. Don't really have anything we're using there. Let's see where we break out to, if we can. Okay, so down. So that locks this in as an instead high. Uh-oh. Okay. Now you can start building trade ideas already with the stats for Asia, because you have now you can go short on Asia, fill that in. Okay. Now stuff changes. Yeah, 18 high of there. We're expecting a low at gonna have to go to session low. So we're expecting a low to be put in between pretty much, you could say, 740 to 9. So let's see what we do. We don't do that. So we were short falls. And you can basically play Asia in a different way. Again, I don't trade Asia, so I'm not used to that. But yeah, it's definitely a very big upgrade. New York 2. So we are long falls. And we're about to be long. We're not yet long. Let me quickly fill this back in. New York 2, what were we? Was it short falls? There we go. So you can see we're trading up towards these levels. I might be looking to get long here. I won't look to go for the whole thing, but I want to see if I can try and take the trade in towards. I'm gonna get a buy stop worth 2 contracts. And if we basically can get back above this value area low of the current session, this line here, or we reject this kind of, I'll look to go long. Like that. That's good. We'll look for a long right around here. There we go. Okay, we're long. Boom. Trading towards the point of control of the current session. And trade idea is pretty simple. We have an instat low for the session. We have also an instat daily low at the moment for now. We have an 86% retrace probability above us. We have the current session point of control above us. And we are, as you can see, stair stepping. So we've stepped above London OU and held. And now this is the next key level. And either we're going to reject this and be wrong, or we're actually going into those probabilities, take that out. Happy to put some risk on towards this trade. We're also nearing the highest probability time window to actually go and take out the Asian OU and to flip false. So yeah, just a very, very high confluence buy here. Doesn't mean it wins, but it's in line with probabilities here. Wouldn't the break times be different? No, not really. So it's still using the old daily profiler break times and everything. So if you're right, if I'm starting this at New York 2, so I'm using the regular New York 2 start, not V2. V2 is something else, but I'll go into that later. I'm using the New York 2 long falls or short falls or whatever happened in New York 2. But if I'm looking to see what these probabilities are for being broken during London, it doesn't look at what happened in New York 2 there. It's just basically saying, right, if we went long false here, short true there, and now we're long in London, during all these days with this combination, what happened? It's not changing the time windows or anything. Those are still the same. It's just filtering more detailed days out for you. It's not taking any Asia long false day. No, it's also going to look at days where New York 2 was also the exact same. So you're getting smaller samples, but more precise and accurate samples. If that makes sense in a way. I'm not the best at explaining this because it's not mine, but so the new daily profiler is basically allowing you to be more precise in what you look for and have a bit more edge, especially during London and Asia. For New York, this won't really matter because you're already using Asia and London. You're already using a 4, sometimes 6, depending on if we break or not, combination. But during Asia, you had 0. During London, you had only Asia. And now we can be more specific on what we're expecting for the day. Kind of struggling to go higher here, but we have broken above our value area now. Next point is point of control, but we do have a lot of high volume nodes here in the way. So naturally, high volume nodes is just a lot of activity. So naturally, you can expect price to kind of chop around those and have a bit of a rejection here and there. But yeah, this trade idea, so I'm just write it down so people can see why I enter this, because I don't have a set rule or a set setup that I look for every day. It's more like every day I look at the same stats, the same combination, and I build my high probability trade ideas off of that. So for today, right, first I look at the daily high and low. We have a high at 819. So we'll do, well, I don't really use that for my trade building idea at the moment, but we just know we have a decent high there for a long false scenario morning. But for the whole day, 9:30 and end of day hold a very high probability of taking that out. So we're sort of expecting that to go today. We've just set a 3 a.m. low of day, which is a very good low. So we got 3 a.m. low of day. That's the first thing. Then we have London reversing and holding above OU. That's number 2, bullish sign. You can see down here, this is something I'm not really going into yet, but buy pressure holding being the keyword. So we already have an instant low there. This should also be instant session low at the same time. It's not just a nice low of day. London reversing and holding above the OU, very key sign that we're pretty bullish. And then we had a break above value area low plus hold above. The sound of the keyboard makes me feel things. Is it terrible? Is it? And then we also have high probability target above price being the OU, and this session high here. And all that together gives you this trade idea. And if I wanted to say, all right, do I want to look for a short? What do I have for shorts? Well, pretty much nothing. Doesn't mean we can't go short. Again, you can be totally wrong. But if you were to say what would make me want to go short, well, we don't have a high probability price level above us. That's one thing. We also we're not really expecting this low to go for now. I mean, buyers were winning. We broke above London OU. Everything's saying bullish at the moment. So would I want to go short? No. The only thing right now that could be something you could keep in mind to go short is we've just broken long in London. And the first 15 minutes after breaking long are usually a reversal time window. That's the only thing I would have for confluences to go short at the moment. But it's just that little time window against all these stats and volume steps. So we go to the daily profiler now and fill in that we're long in London. Oh, wait, no. Wait. We were short because we're using V2, which is this box. But now we're also, so this is also nice because we were short. We set this low. Let me go to London here. And then daily profiler, not session high low. So we set that low at 3. And if we're expecting to go false, now this is where the fun begins. If we're expecting to go false during London, I can look here and I can see, so we have a very nice and high probability of going false and setting in the low at, wait. Oh, it is. Oh, it's on version 1. There we go. We can see that the median is right at 3 a.m. Where did we set the low? 302, 301. So for a false, we also have a very nice instant low here to take this out. So false for this box. Then what do? We trade above this OU, and now we break long in this London range. So not only are you expecting this one to go false, this one, the more recent one, is now also confirmed long. So now you got a bit of a double statistical box direction, both pointing long again. So, we just moved the value area low down here. Okay. So yeah, everything's pointing long for this trade, except for this high probability window of reversing. But yeah, we're not gonna let that stop us. I mean, that was pretty much, we took the trade before that time window even happened. And if we're wrong, we're just wrong. Could be that price needs a bit of a pullback and maybe then goes higher and we got stopped in the process. That's fine. Sometimes you're just going to be wrong. But I just know that this was a very high probability trade, and I'm happy losing if this one loses. That's how simple it is. The sound of the keyboard makes me feel things. I love how you said that. I hope it fills you with love, Kawa. I hope that was useful for some people on these. So, simply said, regular daily profiler 230 to 330 range, V2, and that is a toggable option. So in the V2 profiler, you can use V2 or V1 data. But V2 for London is basically going to give you different ranges and earlier highs and lows. I like combining the two, which we're doing right now. So we know that this one is short, but now more likely to go false. And this one is long, pointing into that short false for this one. Asian OU. Let's take a look at the retracement window for that. So we are short false, long false. Okay. So we go to daily profiler. And here, if I put the price cloud on the screen, you can kind of see that same thing we're seeing right now. Oh, okay, never mind. So this is where my PC starts acting up. We've reached that point. So I can't really screenshot this, sadly, but... Oh, wait, I might be able to do something here. Contain, showtime. All right, give me 1 second. I should be able to do this for you guys. Replace screen sharing. Please let me know if this works, guys, because if it doesn't, I will know to change it back fairly quickly. Share. And now you guys should be able to see my daily profiler here. Let me confirm this for myself on the phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's working because I just saw the thing pop up. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so let me put this back. Lots of love. Right here, price cloud, you can see, right? We were expecting that low here at 3. Keep in mind, this is New York 2 start, not V2. And if we look at the chart, you can see right here, low 3, pretty much right at 3 o'clock. Then all the stats, you can see, right, I started this at New York 2. But right here, look at this. So London falls. You can see pretty much we're expecting to go false in a few different timestamps here. 410 to 415, 420 to 425. So you could argue 410 to 425, and then again right here after 5. So if we go mark that up, 410 to 425, you can see it happened on a few different, but we're just going to be picking out the bigger probability windows here. So 410. Oh, wait, this is for the regular one. Wait, give me a sec. This is not right. This is not right. Let's put this on start V2. And then this was short. And then we're expecting it to go false. If we do go false, so it's expecting it at 305, 310, but we didn't. And now there's a few probabilities left right here. You can see it's all pretty even. So 340 to 420. Let's mark that up. 340 to 420. Did I say this? This time window where we're in right now. Trade 1 tick away from TP. That should be TP. Yep. Nice take profit filled on that buy there. All right, 340 to 420. Yes. Cool. So yeah, it's this time window. Let me get these vertical lines here instead. Good morning, Philip. Oh, Philip, are you also a Liverpool supporter? I didn't know. Nice. I can mark it up with a regular line. We could do that. So let me mark that high up. Can I do targets? Is this a thing? There we go. So yeah, we have that 86% retrace probability. We have that London version 2 high there, where we're expecting to go false. And see how you can now kind of build trade ideas. Again, I'm not being greedy. I'm not targeting the extreme or the Asian EU itself. I like to go for one-to-ones. I've said this before. But how did I know we were going up? Again, you never know, but if we were to just break down, so from daily high to session high to London true false statistics, and then using volume levels in confluence with those statistics, you can see we build a very high probability trade idea that we're most likely going to be going up from here to the OU at least. And I mean, ever since we began the session, we were just slowly climbing. And that's how I trade. I don't like to have a set setup every day. I like to just take every day by its own and see what happens and then trade the higher probable move. So yeah, this morning was textbook so far. Really clean. This was all behind the trade, 3 a.m. low of day, instant session, instat session low. London reversing and holding above OU, buy pressure holding, and then we had a break above the value area low and hold as well. And then for targets, I mean, my TP was at the point of control. If the point of control wasn't there, it would have been at the OU. But I don't want to be too greedy on a major key level for the day. Do you only trade London? No, I also trade New York. But it depends. If my London is good, my London session, I won't be trading New York anymore. I'll be done for the day. If I had a no trade in London or I was in slight drawdown, I'll take a few New York trades, potentially. Boom, there we go. Taking that Asian OU. So the 86% retrace probability is gone. That got retraced. Fill in broken on the profiler. And then, we got super close to going false for that New York version 2 or profiler version 2. Which we're expecting to do in this time window here that we have drawn at the moment. Profiles wise, so this is actually pretty fun. We actually are very, very even. Where's the source for the probabilities? It's our daily profiler. Here, I'll show you. It's all this right here. And then also New York 2, this being long all. Yep, just like that. More probabilities. And also session highs and lows, one of my favorite things here. This is also coming with a new one, as you guys can see. You get to see where we're more likely to make the highs and lows for the session. So you can see Asia low of day, high of day, very big spikes. Let's see what happens. So high was 820. So that was right here. And then our low was for Asia, yeah, it was at 2. But then we don't really look at this because we're more interested in seeing what London does. You can see London, we had the mode here and this median here where we set the low. But for V2, we are short falls, and this would be the highest probability low possible. But yeah, that's what we use. Is this paid? Yeah, this is in the pack. If you do the bootcamp, you're getting a full, pretty much masterclass on how that works by random. It's a 3-month bootcamp, pretty much. All right, we're going higher. We're holding above the point of control. Nice. Is Hertzober here? Hertzober. Oh, he sent me a DM. You're good. Oh, he was here this morning. I see what he said. Boom, that target line also hit, so that was false, like we were expecting. Dude, perfect. Like, honestly, this is a very nice session so far. Super in stat. Gotta give random summer. I'll put on some background music because it's going to be now we're going to be waiting a little. I might want to see one more trade idea, but we're at a pretty key level for today and all these highs at the point of control. But yeah, we've done everything in our key areas, key targets, key time windows. Now I just want to see what we do next. This was kind of a setup for me here, actually, at this buy. Like this. But the reason I didn't take it is I'm already up for the day. We have all these key highs here. And I just want to let price slow down a little. See, because we're going to be approaching a key level for a reversal in the London sessions, or a key time window, I should say. So I want to be patient. I'm already up for the day. I don't have to be greedy. And we'll take a look at what happens next. Thanks for sharing. Don't worry. And again, this is all shared for free every Monday. Austin will be live with Random this morning, this New York session. And they'll go over the same stuff, but in more detail. They use more stats than I do. I like to keep it simple, especially during London, where we have less movement. But they really go ham on the profiler. So that can be helpful to take a look at. All right, let's put on some music here. Dude, freaking clean day, by the way. We got Asia breakout for Kawa hitting TP, Arnie hitting TP, and now we've had a nice ES TP. We are 3 for 3 in the morning. Holy, let's go. Beautiful session so far. Super green. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to make sure you guys don't get ear blasted, I hope. Um, please don't be mad if this is going to screw your ears up. Everyone put the volume down for a bit. This is my warning because I'm not sure how loud this will be. If I can. Oh, it's not loud. There we go. If I can. No. There we go. That was actually not loud. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at where we are now. So we've taken all those stats out. We still have that low there. We are long. Let's go look at the profiler again. And then we can see long fall short. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So London low of day. We have that. High of day. Where are we expecting a high of day? We have a good chunk of probabilities between 4 and 415. It just moved. Why did it do this? 4 and 415 here. You can see for a while, low on the probabilities, and then some high spikes again at the end of the session. So I'm going to be marking this up right here. So we have, doesn't really matter for us anymore. So 350 to about 420. 350 to about 420 right here, this time window, which we currently have a high so far. This is what I mean. We're just going to be patient. Okay. And then we go to the daily profiler itself. Did I feel in Asia broken? I did. All right, then we go to London. All right, where are we more likely to go false with this combination? 420 to 425. It's fairly evenly distributed for most of the days here. 5 to 505. So yeah, we're just going to be playing this pretty simply. We're kind of expecting to hit a false between 5 and 6. This window here, not 420 to 425. That would mean we'd need a drop all the way down here in 20 minutes. We're not expecting that. So now it's going to be key, right? Now we're going to build another plan. If we make a high in this time window here, so again, 350 to 420, what do we do? Do we break below this point of control and hold and go lower? That would be my first sign that we might want to have the short fall or long falls idea in our heads. First step again. Second step is knowing that that high is in that high probability window for this, and then seeing if we can maybe get some high volume into that move that holds, and then potentially look for a short here towards the low. And again, if we keep on going long and we keep on going higher, we're just going to be, again, patient, see and wait what we do. So it's all about building these trade ideas based on what's happening in front of you with the statistics. For me, I use volume profile levels for it in combination with high and lows and high probability time windows. But for Austin, for example, he uses certain statistics or high probability breakout windows, 05 boxes for some people. Like it, this can be done in so many different ways. But I honestly believe the way you enter doesn't really matter too much. It's about how are you approaching these stats, and are you approaching them in the right way in the end? Because I use volume for my entries and for my confluences, but someone else might be using O5 boxes or fair value gaps or liquidity concepts or um, just 50-minute or quarterly statistics, right? There's so many different ways to do it. So many different ways. Is the music okay, by the way, guys? Not listening to my own stream, but what were we doing on the? I wasn't paying attention. Let me keep this straight here. They want to be thrown off by the high volume here because London opened. And then we took the trade right there. Yeah, nothing crazy happening on that while we took the trade. What's happening right now? Also nothing crazy. Oh, fucking hell. Hit my arm. Right, I'm gonna go for a quick coffee. Little coffee break. So I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. Hopefully the coffee machine has mercy on me. Back traders will know, but I don't have the easiest coffee machine in the world. So I'm gonna turn my cam off real quick, and then we'll have a short break because we're waiting for price to give us a clue again. Let me leave this here. Short break. Coffee time. But why does this look so off? In caps. Right. What did Hurt Sober do? Long hair, green bubble. Hurt Sober, I'm not sure where you longed. Let's see it. You long here? Oh, you did? No, you did here. Those two POCs. Uh-huh, I see. Did you? Oh, you're going to hit TP right now as we speak. Beautiful trade, man. Yeah, I took the long earlier this morning above the regular point of control. Beautiful. We got Hurt Sober kind of right with the same trade idea. All right, we'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go for a coffee, and then we'll go take a look at what price is doing. And he's at TP. Nice. Well done. Dude, we are killing it this morning. Oh my. Hell yes. Insane. Dude, beautiful morning. This is the start to the week you want to see. Hell yeah. All right, we'll have a quick break. I'll be right back. Then we'll go take a look at where we are. All right. We are back with a coffee. There we go. Get off. Looking good, looking good. Very nice bullish push. We're just holding, just going higher. No real entry for me here for another long. There was one right here at the beginning. That was a bit of a riskier entry based off back testing. I know that I probably shouldn't be taking that, so I won't. But now we're gonna have some fun. We're still in the high probability time window. Oh fuck, I just moved it. There we go. But we're now also approaching this key level here. This is previous week's point of control and current day value area high. So this could be a very strong sell level. And now we're approaching that in a high window, high probability window of potentially reversing towards a false. So we're just gonna let price kind of tell us a story here, how it interacts with these levels. And as always, we don't want to be greedy. I think I'm gonna put my top step certificate on a different, maybe where the ACG one is. That would be better. A super clean day so far. Absolutely. Wait, I just remembered I can do this. Fuck. Now I should be able to watch my own stream. Yep. Just like that. I usually have my YouTube stream open on my phone just for if anything happens. We've had some issues here and there. I can also check it on my software, but that doesn't show what you see on YouTube. YouTube could be lagging, and I wouldn't be seeing that on the restream. So switch the song here. It's not playing the song. There we go. So we're nearing the high of day. Like I was saying, we're kind of expecting that to go today. And I was saying that here at 3 o'clock, 3:15, and now we're all the way up here. But yeah, we are at a major key level right now. Previous week point of control and current session value area high. Let's see. Let's go back to the daily profiler. Take a look at the London price cloud here. Yeah. So you're seeing this right here. So we are kind of expecting a bit of a drop off any moment now in that high probability time window that we just marked up. says 420. So what I should probably do is extend this 5 minutes more to 425 to be a little bit more reasonable. Heard so, but do you have any updated POCs on your chart? Or in the London session, I should say, not on your chart. Approaching previous weak point of control. Now, okay, let's see what happens here because we're now overextended for the day. Do we reject? We get some seller stepping in, or do we go higher? Actually, go towards that daily high. We're still in that high probability reversal window. And I've been burned by these windows before, taking a long because I was thinking, it's just 5 minutes left. They can't set that high in the last 5 minutes, let me tell you. So I'm gonna be patient here. Did we just equal this high? Yes, we did. Now we break above. Okay. Let's see how many points is it to that daily high 375. Kind of weakening here. Kind of weakening. Have to move this up. Normally, I'd be looking for a long, like right here, right now. But again, where we're in that time window, near the end of it, I'm already up for the day. I don't have to force a trade, so I will stay out here. This would be a trade idea. This buy towards that high of day. So we are kind of out of the main high probability area, if I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah, good. Retest the POC, rejecting as well. Did I not mess that up? Why am I at New York 2 now? Yeah, so this is done already because that's the 420. I want to see if we can come back down again. Then I preferably want to see if the sellers are still weak. Okay. A bit of a bullet going up. Good buy volume. That would have been a near TP. I don't know what that volume was. That was insane. Could take this one away. No, looks like I just couldn't get what I wanted. Yeah, close one. Close one. That would have been a good trade. The problem with today is we kind of have all these levels all fairly spread out, and this is right at the high, right above the POC, very high. Like it's getting riskier up here. And again, we're already up for the day. We don't have to be more risky. Spy indicator breaking. It might be. Heard sober. Do we have a local POC here somewhere? If you're still watching. Right, there goes the daily high. Wow, we are doing everything this morning. Clean. No. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure that I wasn't losing my mind. Yeah, clean. Very clean. Just a firecracker up after setting the instant low there. I'm gonna get back to sharing just my trading view because sometimes it's bugging the stream a little when I click over to a different application. But what a move up. Fair to say we are overextended for London here. We've taken out a lot of key highs. We're overextended for our daily volume area. And then also in terms of total price movement, let's just distro. Seven, yes. Go to the 5 minutes, we can see the average 0.27 on a Monday. We are currently sitting at 0.4, so definitely overextended as well in terms of that regard. So, yeah, I mean, being overextended doesn't mean you go down. You want to look for clues that tell you we might go down. But I honestly think we could call it a day in a bit. Everything played out that we wanted it to. We took every level that we were expecting to this morning. Just a very clean in-stat trade session with TPs all on the board. Not just here on the S, but also on DEX. Even though we're not really breakout traders or anything, super clean. Yeah, momentum is shooting up. Again, I'm not a momentum trader. I'm not a breakout trader. It can rip all at once. I got my money. Best to just stay patient and wait for your setups to come to you instead of chasing a breakout. Oh, because we're very bullish. All right. I'm gonna end the session here, guys. We had a great 1.5 hours. Did pretty much everything perfectly. Only TPs again. You only saw me take this trade, but there were also TPs going on in the London team on DAX. We had Sober enter a long up here, also hitting TP. So yeah, very clean session all around. TPs everywhere. All right, cool. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that session with some nice reads today live. Nice TP in front of y'all. And man, just taking the stats left and right and doing what we were expecting to. Beautiful. No reversal there at the reversal window, but doesn't always happen. It happened a lot the last few weeks. Now this morning we're just having a firecracker up. That's fine. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Great rest of your week as well. Be sure to tune into the New York stream on the same YouTube channel. And yeah, if you're here for London, I'll see you guys for the pack members tomorrow. And for all the free people around, that will be Monday next week. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a good one. Good luck today. See you all later.